Welcome to Ethanol Producer Magazine's top headlines from the past week. I'm your host, Jacob Noterman. Before we get started, we'd like to thank today's sponsor, the 34th Annual International Fuel Ethanol Workshop and Expo, taking place June 11th through the 13th in Omaha, Nebraska. The FEW provides the global ethanol industry with cutting-edge content and unparalleled networking opportunities in a dynamic business-to-business environment. Learn more at fuelethanolworkshop.com. The Trump administration failed to deliver reed vapor pressure relief for E15 prior to June 1st. Under current regulation, E15 sales are restricted throughout most of the country during the summer driving season, from June 1st through September 15th. Growth Energy said this year's summer ban on E15 comes at a time when American drivers would most benefit from relief at the pump. Instead, the group says consumers are barred from purchasing lower-cost fuel at a time when gas prices are approaching national average of $3 per gallon, higher than they have been in years. Growth Energy CEO Emily Skor called on the U.S. EPA to fulfill President Trump's promise to unleash E15, which she said would save retailers millions of dollars in labeling costs and allow rural America to succeed in the marketplace unhampered. On May 29th, a coalition of biofuel and agricultural trade groups filed suit in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 10th Circuit against the U.S. EPA, challenging several waivers the agency has granted in secret to profitable refining companies that exempt a portion of their renewable fuel standard compliance obligations. The lawsuit was filed by the Renewable Fuels Association, National Corn Growers Association, American Coalition for Ethanol, and National Farmers Union, with support of Farmers Union Enterprises. It specifically challenges 3 EPA decisions that awarded waivers to one refinery owned by Wynwood Refining Company, a subsidiary of CVR Energy, and 2 refineries owned by Holly Frontier Corporation. The companies have estimated in financial disclosures that the exemptions have saved them a collective $170 million in compliance costs. The Renewable Fuels Association has launched a new $1 million consumer-focused educational campaign called Fuel Your Knowledge. The campaign aims to educate and inform consumers about the proper use of ethanol-blended fuels in boats, motorcycles, lawn and garden equipment, and other off-road engines. According to the RFA, the campaign intends to correct the record on the use of ethanol blends in small and off-road engines, educate the owners of these engines on what fuels they can legally and safely use, and highlight the benefits of choosing ethanol blends. RFA President and CEO Bob Dineen said the boating and motorcycle industries have made prohibiting the use of E15 a top issue, but noted they are using old, tired arguments that are recycled year after year. According to Dineen, the RFA believes that a constructive dialogue and educational effort is the best way to inform consumers on the facts about ethanol. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week with more of the ethanol industry's top stories.